Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm Captain Wingnut, and thank you from the bottom of my heart for watching. I built the sawmill you see behind me from scratch, out of a ton of scrap stuff I just had laying around. Oh, I had to buy a few things, but it was all less than $3,000. As COVID hit the world and lumber prices went sky high, I calculated that if I built the sawmill and bought a truckload of timber, I would only have to cut half of the wood, and I would have paid for the sawmill, my time, and the wood. Little did I know that it was going to get worse. In the end, I broke even after I had only cut 11 of my 44 logs that are 40 feet long into lumber. I'd built a lot of things with the lumber, some rough cut, and some I finished through the planer. It took me the entire summer and fall to build because I only had time to build in between ranch work, traveling, speaking, engagements, fishing, hunting. Oh yeah, fishing and hunting. Hiking, gardening, fixing and repairing everything else that breaks around here. I filmed over 50 hours of video that I've condensed down into this short video. I started it on June 1st and finished it on December 6th. I really thought I'd never get it done. I put a ton of details about the sawmill in the description. I very much appreciate you watching this, and I ask you to subscribe to my channel. It really helps me a lot. Oh, if you like the music in my videos, it took me a long time to find good music. Look in the description for the links where I get my music. All right, here I want to let you in on a big secret. People have a difficult time understanding how my mind works, and this project is a good example to show you. I didn't use any plans or blueprints, but I built this entire sawmill with what was in my head. When I would see a sawmill, I took mental note of the features I liked, and I used them in my mind to create my mental plans. No sawmill that I saw had a lap siding feature, so I designed that into the head of my sawmill too. I explain lap siding in the description. So, here's a little background about me that my family and my friends know, but most people don't. I'm often judged harshly because I'm different, and I think differently. I see the world differently through my mental glasses than most people. I'm actually different in a way most people say they would like to be, but alas, there are very few of us. And I'm sure my idiosyncrasies would drive most of you crazy. What am I talking about? I'm what psychologists classify as a high potential intellectual. I'm not bragging, I'm just telling you what the numbers are. I have a very high IQ, and I'll put that in the description. I have what psychologists call advanced cognitive abilities, like spatial visual manipulation, as well as spatial intellectual creativity, which a lot of people have, but I also have a photographic memory, which is not very common. I have mental spatial visualization, or visual spatial abilities, which means I can look at a two-dimensional object on paper, take a mental picture of that, and then I can turn that into a three-dimensional object in my mind, and then I can rotate it, spin it, move it around in my mind, and look at it from all angles. I can even take that mental object and change some of the dimensions and watch, like I'm watching a CAD program, how all of the other parts change with it in real time. With this ability, I spent a year designing this sawmill behind me in my mind, altering it, virtually operating it, and changing it mentally into what I wanted. Yes, I can operate it in my mind and see how everything functions or didn't function with the other parts. When I was finally happy with my results, a year later, I took the summer to build it. And now I didn't have written plans, it's all in my head. All right, let me take you on a fast-forward journey and let you be a fly on the wall and watch me build this wonderful beast from surplus junk laying around and totally from the plans in my head. So today the arch is built, and we're going to start building the head that's going to move the blade, the motor, all the exciting stuff, all the moving stuff that makes sawdust. So let's get with it. So I started this project in June 1st, and it has just taken forever. This is one of the longest projects I've ever done by myself, and I do most everything by myself. I started buying the stuff that I wasn't going to make for this a year previous, and then I was going to start this in about April. My father got ill, and his illness and hospitalization and eventual death put me 3 months behind. He was just really looking forward to this, and he died just barely before I started doing this. I mean, we were really ready to start when he fell ill, and that was the end of it. He had a really good life. He was 91, got everything done that he wanted to do. So I'm still doing this. I've got it all built, painted, and today I'm going to install the motor and line the blades, and then I'm going to build the guard covers for the blades, and it's going to be a wood cutting machine. So here we go. So what'd you think? This bad boy is 4 feet wide, 6 feet tall, 24 feet long. It can cut a 30-inch diameter log and can make up to 20-foot long lumber. It's powered by a 13-horse electric start motor with a Series 40 centrifugal racing clutch. It snowed the day after I finished placing it in its working spot, and the snow didn't stop until May of next year. I'd gotten one cut out of it before the snow buried it for the winter. Hey, if you like my content, again, please subscribe. I really appreciate it and it helps me a lot. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for videos of this big bad boy cutting big lumber.